all.
Not very professional. We so sorry, y'all. We supposed to be on time, but certain individuals who shall remain nameless, their names begin with an M. Uh, you just they can't be on time like professional people.
Mm.
So we're gonna let him do the
Mm.
intro.
Not only did they not show up to work last week, and it was
And the worst part about it is the excuse we got was I didn't wake up.
right,
That
I was
was the
asleep.
excuse. I was
right.
asleep. Man.
You know what else I noticed? I noticed something else. You and I had a very good exchange of dialogue and
Dialogue.
communication.
Mm.
There was no
Deep
arguing or
conversation.
nothing.
Nothing.
Deep
Dang.
conversation.
Mm.
I noticed that shift because somebody wasn't around. So
It's
I
amazing.
wonder
It's
who
amazing.
the common what that means.
Common denominator in all of it.
Mm.
Mm.
I guess it's me. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Nah, because you was
Maybe.
on the week before. Before he was late.
That's right. That's right.
He was late, and we had a
Dang.
just a great conversation, man. Just
It was
thought
awesome.
provoking.
Right. It was good.
Man,
Even did our little list and you know
did
what I'm
the
saying? It was
list and
cool.
everything, man. No
Right.
argument. You just gotta
Right.
wonder.
Wow.
It's gotta
Right.
wonder some days, man.
Just wondering. Just an observation, that's
We
all.
just thinking out loud.
That's
Just
it.
thinking
That's
out
it.
loud.
Just
That's
publicly
it.
out loud.
Just, putting it out there.
Serious.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back for another episode of Top Five Live.
Oh, we was live when we were saying that? Oh, my bad.
Man,
Yeah.
that was real unprofessional. We
That was so rude
apologize.
and unprofessional
Yeah,
of us.
Hey,
that was
listen.
supposed to be kept in the house.
Listen, guys. My comrades, you know what I'm saying? First off, I will start the show by apologizing for missing the show last week. I don't know if anybody's ever had the experience where your body kind of don't care what you're talking about or what you got going on, and it just kind of like just does its own thing, just shuts down. Pretty much what happened. I don't even remember falling asleep. I know it had to be like 7 something, and I woke up at like 9:30, and Javon was texting me, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then my ex's mom, I still call her my mother-in-law because I love her, but she was texting me, and I was like, I was legitimately confused. When I first woke up, I thought it was the morning time. I thought I was late for work. So I was very flabbergasted, and I looked around for a little bit, and then I was like, "Yo, it's not an excuse. That's what happened." You know what I'm
It's all
saying?
right. It's all good.
But
We not gonna report you to HR this time. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to.
You deserve it. You deserve a day off. It's fine. It's all right.
That might have been your first show you missed.
I appreciate that.
Is that your first show?
I don't know. I would like to apologize to the people that were watching last week, and I also would like to point out, since my friends were pointing out, things that they had observed. My friend Justin, he didn't say anything. Like he didn't text me. He didn't call. You know what I'm saying? At least Javon had sent me a message that was like, "Hey, you good?" Like he had sent it like maybe
we was on live.
You know what I'm saying?
Together.
Yeah,
And
but
even Javon said, "I'm going to text him." All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but that's not. See, I'm just pointing out what I noticed. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying my friend. I'm just saying I got 2 friends named Justin. You know what I'm saying? One of them's big and one of them's small. You know what I'm saying? And the big one just so happened in this case to not, follow up. Like he ain't check in or nothing. I thought it was weird, but it's cool. It's fine. It's again, I'm just pointing out things that I noticed.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mean. I was gonna say something mean, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come out before the show's over with.
No, that part's not gonna come out. I'm gonna just.
I don't got no. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what you're about to say.
It's not even. It don't even matter. It's out of me now. It's no longer in me.
I don't even want to know.
It's cool.
Everybody say hello to my nephew who's waving around like a creep.
Because I'm the king.
Hey, no doubt.
The king of what? Why is your shirt so big?
It's Danny's.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So this
all
week,
my kids just ran down here at the same time. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna go.
Hey man, you're a father, man.
I was about to
That's
say,
what's up.
since when do you apologize for your children cameoing in the show?
It's one at a time, though. What in the world?
Hey, your kids love you, man. Go
It's
ahead,
holiday
be a super
season,
dad.
man. It's Christmas time, right? Everybody.
They try to make sure they get their gifts.
I know, man.
Hey, Dad, just want to say I love you. You know, how's your day? You doing all right?
They keeping you busy while somebody searches for the gifts. That's what they do.
So we're on episode 165 of Top 5 Live. I want to have this discussion. So tonight we're doing a draft. We're doing a Top 5 Christmas movies draft because I don't believe we're going to be on next week.
Right. Or the week after.
Yeah.
We're taking a 2-week break. This is the last one of the year.
Yeah. So
the other one's New Year's Eve. We're gonna do that.
Man, New Year's Eve. Man.
Hey, listen, I love New Year's Eve. I think it's one of the dopest things of the entire year, to be honest with you. But
I haven't cared about.
What? That's a whole other conversation I would love to have, but it's just to be messy.
You said it is the what?
So we need to do a list and we need to do a recap.
Sure.
Wait.
Oh no, Sean, no, we're not doing that.
I thought somebody said something. I'm sorry.
Recap of what?
We're not doing that.
I thought somebody said something. I thought the recent team said something.
No, I didn't say anything.
I didn't even know Cowboy fans still existed. I didn't even know.
Right.
We are not doing that.
Hey, listen, we ain't lost in a month. We ain't won in a month. I can't talk trash about nobody. Y'all let me know when we get to basketball. Yeah, then I'll talk. Right? To that point, I can't say nothing, man.
I'm gonna say this: the Panthers have been doing good.
Yes,
the Panthers have been doing
except for yesterday.
Fairly
well.
The Panthers have been doing the opposite of. I'll say the opposite of.
But they've been competitive.
How the Chiefs have been just barely winning.
We've been just
you expect them to win more. It's like you expect to beat the Panthers, but people are barely beating the Panthers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really good teams at that, actually. That's what I was proud of.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, that's true.
We are a get right team.
The biggest thing I was happy about, the biggest thing I'm happy about in that regard is Bryce. Because I thought that man's career being looked at as a starting quarterback at least over with. So
this year, man, look like that, bro.
That guy, I'm giving him his due because I want him to do well. I was just reporting what I was.
Who did y'all play this week?
Dallas.
Y'all got smashed, though, didn't you?
Yes, because they got up on us. We made too many mistakes. And they got up on us, and we are not built right now to come from behind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, homeboy, but what was it? Bryce, he did all right. I'm gonna give y'all props. I'm gonna give y'all.
Bryce handled it because the interception he threw wasn't his fault. It was on point. It popped up. The point is, I'm happy for Bryce. I'm happy for Bryce. I'm happy for him turning things around. It seems like the team is with him. It seems like the rest of the NFL wants to see him do well as well. After the game, people dapping him up like they believe in him and see the skill level rising. I'm proud of Dave Canales for how he coached to get him to this point. I think Canales is the right guy. So I'm excited. We'll see what happens next.
We might lose our coach, so.
Hey, y'all already lost your other coach. We got him now. Well, I can't say me, but he in UNC now, so that's pretty crazy.
They can't expect Mayo to come in here and be winning this year, bro.
Well, here's the deal.
He ain't even had a chance to get his feet on.
Well, here's the thing about Mayo, though. All right, I'm willing to give. He puts his foot in his mouth too much. Like he's not a really good interview. Like after the game, the coaches come on and they be like, hey, it's all my fault. Put it all on the coaching or whatever. That dude will throw anybody into the bus.
He's a former player, though.
Yeah, but you can't do that as a coach, though.
I don't know, bro. I love when Antonio Pierce did it. I loved it.
I gotta bring up something because I have not heard a single person say anything about. I'm down with Bill Belichick coming to the Tar Heels, right?
I just said it
now. Yeah, but the reason the contract that he signed was to play. He's going to coach for 5 years, but so that his son can take over. So that his son can take over, he is the coach in waiting, right? Bill Belichick's son, what is it? Stephen Belichick, who coached in the NFL, right? But the reason that he signed was to get his son a job at UNC after. So I haven't heard a single person talking about nepotism on this Bill Belichick stuff.
I'm all for. I support nepotism.
To be fair, no. Hold on. Time out.
And
Biden. To be fair, they've been talking about nepotism and Bill Belichick for a very long time.
Oh, have they?
Because both of his sons coached while he was in New England. Both of them.
I don't think
could be, but his son Stephen is actually a very good defensive coach. Defensive coach.
I'm sure it is.
When he left our defense.
I don't think people are bothered by, like I said, Biden and Trump both just closed that door because now both political sides can't say crap concerning that. And again, I'm definitely not going into politics. I'm not doing that.
Brought it up.
No, I'm just saying I'm saying that as an aside to that entire thing about nepotism, because that's where I heard people being the loudest about nepotism.
About nepotism, I don't care.
But before we even get deep into that, so we're doing a top five Christmas movies draft. But I have a clip that I saw earlier today.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you guys watched it yet or not.
I did not.
I didn't watch it yet.
Golly, I figured.
So let's have a live reaction. Go ahead. Is your internet gonna work?
Hold on, let me.
I don't. First off, I don't appreciate that comment. What you was delivering. I don't like either one of those.
He said that fast, boy. I don't roll right off his tongue.
Yeah, I don't like the way.
I mean, I know you're using cell phone hotspots, so I just had to remember.
Yeah, I have used that
roll right off his tongue.
I am gonna get on that Google Fiber though.
All right, hold on.
But I really want to see, especially because we got parents that watch the show. I need to hear. Hey, you shut up, Sean.
Hold on.
I need to hear what people say.
Don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
Nah, go back.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but
barely.
Can't go back.
You do not put your hands on my child.
Well, close it and go back into it.
Understood.
Just it'll restart.
Do not.
Well, mute it then.
Just watch it. Just and read.
Can you turn the audio up?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can hear.
Put your hands. He knew the rules. It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So did you even know who he was? Where he was?
He said he was going to a friend's house. I didn't know he was coming over here.
So you don't keep tabs on your own son.
Of course I keep tabs on my son.
That's crazy.
And you need to watch your mouth, because telling you don't put your hands on my child anymore. Is that understood?
Hold on. Wait right here. Baby,
no, I ain't waiting on nothing. And you can bring whoever you like. Put your hands on my son.
Caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He put his hands on your daughter. I'm gonna put my hands on too.
No.
My children, you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Just let it finish.
He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't.
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I roughed him up. I threw him out. He knew the rules.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, wait, that's different.
Spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So
you need to back up, though.
Do you know who he was? Where he was?
He said he was going to a friend's house. I didn't know he was coming over here.
Oh, so you don't keep tabs on your own son?
Of course I keep tabs on my son.
That's crazy.
And you need to watch your mouth, because telling you don't put your hands on my child anymore. Is that understood?
Hold on. Wait right here. Baby,
I disagree with the mom on this.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I'll let y'all go before I go. I'll let y'all go before I go, but I will. All right. So first, let's do this first. Who after listening to the conversation, who do you feel like was in the right? Who you feel like was in the wrong?
I have a question, and we don't know, and it's all based on this question: is how did he put his hands on him?
Now he didn't hit him.
He said, but he also said he roughed him up.
He
said I roughed him up. So
he probably hemmed him up.
He said he grabbed him and he got him out of there.
Yeah.
I'm again from the video. Now we know she didn't call the police, so I'm assuming he wasn't bleeding and battered.
Right, he wasn't assaulted. Yeah. You know.
Because with her, from her temperament, I feel like she would be the type that would call the police if her son was bleeding.
Right.
But now this young man is in my house without my permission and is engaging in sexual intercourse.
He knew that it was.
No, he said he called him. He said
he said they wasn't supposed to be in the bedroom.
They wasn't supposed to be in the bedroom.
So he's still doing something on your
he still knows that they in the house. He just said they wasn't supposed to be in the bedroom.
Right.
He said
so
they wasn't supposed to be in my house. They wasn't supposed to be in the bedroom. So that's an off limit spot. Not the house, just the bedroom.
My daughter knows she's had her boyfriend upstairs. He can literally go upstairs. He can go upstairs in the living room. He can go to the kitchen. He can go to the bathroom. He got to deal with me. If he outside of the
red light around,
if he leave from the front door to upstairs in the living room to the kitchen to the bathroom, that's your only place that you go in my house, sir. If you outside of those spots, you might have to deal with me. Like that's how it is in my house. So
before, all right. So again, my boy James that posted this video. We went to school together, grew up in the Bull together. He posted a video, so I want to shout him out first. But before, like I said, before we go into our personal spills, especially as fathers, all four of us are fathers.
Yes.
Each one of us, who was right and who was wrong in this situation, and then we'll go into why.
I don't think there is a matter of right and wrong.
I do. I do.
I do, but I'm gonna let you cook.
So, my own personal opinion is, and it's different because I guess it may be slightly different because I have boys. But I'm thinking if my son was at a girl's house and a father caught him in the girl's room, and if putting his hands on my child was gripping him up by his shoulders and pushing him out the room or the house, okay. Long as you ain't punch him, because that's your daughter, and I can understand that. Even though I don't have one, I can understand that. You didn't assault him, you ain't slam him, you ain't do nothing to cause injury. You just got him up off your daughter.
Okay,
I got it.
All right, Javon.
So all right. So the person who's wrong is the son. This is why I say he's wrong.
Well,
the son and the daughter. The son and the daughter are wrong.
I mean between the parents though.
I know. Let me get there.
Okay.
Let him cook.
Let me. So the son is wrong because he ain't follow the rules. The daughter's wrong because she was probably her idea.
She ain't follow the rules.
Probably her idea.
Definitely
100% is her idea for the most part.
We don't want to blame. You don't know.
It might have
whatever.
been.
Whatever. I will say this though. It's a punk move on the son to tell his mama. It's a punk move. Like you like it don't make you look good.
What age you are.
It don't look good.
You're right.
But I'll say this. I think if it like you said, if he just got like, hey man, I get you out the door, then the mom ain't got nothing of a leg to stand on. Because in my opinion, if my son was in that situation doing something he wasn't supposed to do, and that's the least that he had, the least thing that happened to him, you got what you deserve. You knew you wasn't supposed to be in there. Now, if he came home, like you said, if he came home bloodied and beat up and half alive, then we gotta, but that dude was standing there, chill, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the mom, I think the mom, you need to talk to your son. Like that's mom, talk to your son, not the father. The father.
And then he said he caught them like having sex, or was he just in the room? I forgot. I mean, not
they were in
heard
the
him. They were in the bed.
What he said, they were in the bed.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what
I'm gonna get you up. I'm getting you up off my child out the. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
you got to go.
So I can, as long as it's done within reason, I'm okay with that. Like, I'd be like, yeah, all right.
Like I said, it didn't look like the son was beat up or nothing.
Right.
It just looked like the mom was.
Right.
He told mama, "Oh, you threw me out" or whatever, and mama overreacted. And, you know, I don't think the dad did anything. I mean, honestly, the dad had a lot of patience. It looked like he was getting.
And composure, you know what I'm saying?
It looked like he was about to go get his wife to handle it, though.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, come talk to her."
Yeah,
he said, "Come talk to her."
Danny.
Yeah, like I said, I think the mom in this situation is wrong because your son this ain't his property. He not in his property. Like, you in somebody else's house, you got to abide by their rules.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't. I always try to tell my children to, you know, err on the side of caution, because if it's people that you don't know there, like, if I don't know you well enough, I'm not stepping out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going outside of what I know. I've been in situations that I look back on and like, yo, I could have died in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look back on situations and like, bruh, how did it could have went left very quickly. So
very quickly.
Especially these days. So yeah, like, the mom gotta teach her son, hey, you can't be all up in. Hey, listen, man, I understand these young kids got, you know, hormones and everything, but I'm with the dad on this one. If like I said, if one of them young whippersnappers is bold enough to break my rules, hey, you got to get up out of here. And especially, listen, I might not put my hands on you at first. But if I have to put my hands on you, I'm going, hey, if you're not listening.
If you continuously being disrespectful at that point, like, I done caught you and now you being disrespectful to me, like, nah.
Yeah, that right. So,
you want to be a man? Okay, I'm gonna show you how to be a man then.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we don't know how he responded though.
So
that's the thing. We don't know how the son responded.
Correct. So for my part, when I saw this earlier, I immediately got irritated.
Exactly.
The biggest reason I got irritated, though, is because, in my opinion, the father handled it perfectly. The mother handled it how you would expect a mother to handle it, because that's her son. But she was in the wrong, in my opinion, for two reasons. From the beginning, number one, your son shouldn't have been with you. If you was gonna go over there and talk, it should have been parent to parent. The son doesn't have anything to do with it.
Wait.
You did.
Can I say something first?
I disagree.
Hold on. What also makes the mother look bad is because his dad said, "You know where your son was?" He was like, "Yeah." He said he was over a friend's house. So I don't think the mother knew where he was.
She didn't. She said she didn't. But that's
so that's my thing. Like, you mad at the wrong person.
I mean, he was at a friend's house.
I agree, but the problem.
He was at a friend's house, but it didn't lie. He didn't lie. He just didn't give the full truth.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
all of us
you mad at the wrong person.
All of us have been through this situation. The reason I said the mother should not have had what's good, Kyron. But the reason I said the mother shouldn't have had her son there is because now your son standing there is reason for you to be gassed up. Now you have no right to be. At all, you are in the wrong. Your son's in the wrong.
My daughter understand that, but depending on her receptiveness, that could have been a good moment for the 4 or 5 of them. You know what I'm saying?
I do that
sit
later,
down and actually talk. Like, hey, y'all.
Yeah, no, I do that later.
All used to be kids. That was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever.
So.
But I'm also putting myself in that space of I was one of them kids that was
correct.
That I didn't sneak in nobody's house, but I snuck some people into the crib.
All of us have done that. The reason I said she was wrong for having her son right there is because the conversation that needed to happen.
Right, between the parents.
Yes, it should have been parent to parent. You deal with your kid.
It could have been no. He could have been because real talk.
I think he should have been there. I think the child should have been there.
Because what in reality, what should have happened is she should have been like, "You need to apologize to this man for going into a place that you
after I talked to him." Yes,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said she got mad at the wrong person. She should have told him off hey, you shouldn't have been in there. You knew you wasn't supposed to be in there.
Nah.
Yeah, and again, but we don't know if she didn't have that conversation with him in the car. My point is,
hold on. Like James says, at the end of the day, for me, keep your hands off my son. Call the parent.
Nah,
bruh.
Nah,
I don't know.
Nah. Okay, now James, I would agree with you if
he ain't get beat up.
I would agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't get beat up. If I just grab him and get him off my child, hey, get out my house, man.
Where I would.
You don't know what put his hands on meant, and then even though I'm going by, he did say rough him up. So I'm kind of like,
Where I would.
He ain't look roughed up to me though.
But as a parent, I understand. That's what
where I would agree.
He ain't look as roughed up as he could have looked.
Where I would agree with you, James. Where I would agree with you is in the situation if I don't know this kid. But in this situation, the father said they know the rules.
They know the rules.
They're supposed to be in this room. So that means this father knows that child and that child knows that father. So you've been there before and you knew what the rules were. So in that instance, talking about calling the parents and keep your hands off my son, your son took in my opinion, again, this is with my daughter involved, right? You put yourself in a situation that consequences meet actions. I'm not saying that the parent has the right to punch your child in the face, but you put yourself in a situation where that is absolutely positively a possibility and within the bounds of that parent, because that parent was not coming home expecting you to see their child in the bed with your child, especially because you knew the rules.
Okay, so
hey, for real, James,
I'll say this because I'm just thinking about.
The same thing, though.
Right?
Yeah, same thing. I don't care. See, that's what I'm saying. I think you're thinking about it from like protecting your sons. This ain't got nothing to do with son or daughter. If my daughter was in the exact same situation and she went to some dude's house, it was her. I don't care whether it was her idea or his. If she knew the rules of that house before she went over there, even if she didn't, but let's go with she does know the rules.
She knows the rules.
You knew what you were doing was risky. That's already. You knew what time it was if you got caught, which is why you were sneaking. Number two, if the mom comes home and sees you in there with her son and slaps fire out of you, would I want her to do that? No. Would I understand it? Absolutely. Would I even be mad with the parent for doing it? Not really. I would be like, well,
you're saying a woman could have slapped the shit out your daughter.
Morgan, you always
go. Okay, you better than me. You better than me.
And the reason I say that, and the reason I say that is because
Morgan, you just lost the whole room.
That's how I feel. Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong for it. That's your feelings.
No, that's your feelings.
When I went through this,
you ain't gonna slap the taste out of my daughter's mouth now,
right?
Like
in the heat of the moment,
damn, dog.
In the heat of the moment, in that situation,
I know now. Maybe it's just to act like an adult, though.
Maybe it's just not. Yeah, I am. You're acting like I have.
I'm expecting the adult to be the adult. You slap the taste out of somebody's mouth?
I don't know, because I'm just thinking about
as a child, I've done this. I have been in somebody's house, knowing what the rules were, snuck in, whatever. I can't fathom. There's no world that I'm getting ready to, like Javon said a long time ago. There ain't no world that I'm getting ready to leave out of there with the dad and throw me out, rough me up, and I'm gonna come home and tell my grandma I was over there smashing with
right.
But I said that.
I'm not. That's number one. The number one thing I'm not gonna do is go snitch and tell my grandmother anything. That's number one.
Right.
Because I was in the wrong, and whatever.
I was gonna say, even then, like for me, if I would have did that, I would have got in trouble.
Right, I would have did that. Right.
This is my point. This is my point. That situation could have went a lot. It could have went a lot worse. Suppose the father comes in there and thinks that you're raping his child.
Mm-hmm. Right. He could have been thinking that.
Suppose he walks in and she's like, "Oh, get off me." What happens now? Your fatherly instinct is, "Oh, hell no." That's the first. You ain't gonna ask no questions. You ain't thinking about nothing.
You gotta die at that point.
Yeah,
there's nothing to talk about. Now I know I got boys, but I can picture myself being angry if I came in and I found my teenage daughter getting smashed.
Ain't no way you're not gonna be angry.
No, so again, I can.
You know what I'm saying?
I could be angry,
right?
But like,
but you're not perfect.
You gotta stay like I said. I would have done probably exactly what old boy did, which is, hey man, you got to go.
Definitely. Now, I would have did more. I would have been like, give me your phone. We calling your parents because they coming over to pick your ass up. We all gonna have a talk.
Well, I cannot say
get you off first.
There are some situations.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you off my kid.
But see, again, that's my point. Like, we don't know if that dude tried to fight him.
We have no idea how that.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he like tried to defend himself,
right?
I'm like, hey man, you going into a lane where you definitely can't control.
To me, the dad.
Oh yeah, now if he tried to stunt, then
that's what I'm saying. Like if he swung on dad.
He said,
I wouldn't put it past this kid to try to stunt because he went home. He went home and told his mother.
He put his hands on.
Hey man, you gotta stop. Hey that's James, crazy. Man, you got James.
But see, we talking about a whole bunch of ifs.
Hold on,
like,
we're going I get it, but teens.
James, you gotta. We really gotta stop with that teens being teens thing.
Yeah, I don't do.
They know, man.
I don't do that either. The reason I know that they know is because I knew. And again, we had this
sneaking. They know if you sneaking around, like when we were younger, we sneaking around because we know. Okay,
we know we ain't supposed to be doing it.
You know you're not supposed to be doing it. If we go to the mall, and me and my teenage friends go to the mall, and one of them steals something, or I steal something, and the police see me steal it and run up on us, slam us on the ground, all that, do I think it's excessive force? Yes, but what can I say? What can I say to the police officer? You knew when you walked in there, what you were doing was effed up. You knew it was wrong. You don't get to hide from those consequences. That's nonsense.
It's not about James. It's not about whether we didn't or didn't do it. We're talking about it, from if it's like the parent's perspective. Because again, teens being teens, like I know I have friends I have friends that have like taken their parents' car when they were teenagers and gone on joyrides.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, so am I supposed to go, hey, teens being teens? Because I know if my son takes my car and he don't say nothing and he come back, it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a war.
He has a problem to come. There are consequences to your actions. So just being a teen doesn't mean that you are immune to the fact that there are consequences.
Not at all.
Now, like you said, there's a way you have consequences. Like just said, hey, I'm gonna get you off them, and then we gonna call them, and then I'm gonna call your parents, and I'm gonna tell them exactly what you was doing. And
come over here, get your child, because we all talking. But I'm gonna still get you off my child. I was even talking like, I got him.
That's the consequence. The consequence is you got roughed up a bit, and that's what I'm saying. It's a punk move from the son to go, Mama. He threw me out of the house, man. Like,
he should just put that one on the chin and not say nothing,
man. Take the L.
But see, she's not holding.
I would have took that to my grave.
But with that, the mother's not holding him accountable. We don't see that. We don't see that part.
Yeah, but her coming there to yell at him about that is not holding. Her son, not holding her son accountable.
Parenting, and culture has changed a lot. Where some parents just be like, "I don't care. Don't put your hands on my son," or "Don't talk to my son." That's not
holding them accountable to me.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you seem like you can be in the park and your kid and be like, "Hey, stop!" You know what I'm saying? They're like, "I don't talk to my kid. Like, you ain't their daddy. You ain't they. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my kid. All right, well, tell your fucking child to stop doing whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Parent.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I get that.
To be talking to parents like that, just
they
already done dialed 9-1.
Man, listen, I told the kids like that too. I was at my son's soccer game one time or practice, and I had my headphones in or whatever, and if something happened, I just stopped listening to my music, and it was like, I'd be on like transparency mode, the AirPods, and they were saying something, and
yes, James,
they was like, "Who's this nigga?" They was like, "Oh, that's Chris' dad." I don't give a fuck about that. And I was like, "What the fuck you say?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Nah." I took my headphones. I was like, "Nah, say that to me. You don't care about what?" It's like, I say whatever I want to you and your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
James.
No, I'm with this. Listen,
I'm not
I'm gonna
saying
cut you out and cut your kid out, and I'm gonna cut both of y'all out together so y'all know where I'm at.
I was at a play skate with my son, and you know, like this is just crazy kids everywhere. This is in the mall.
Yeah,
and I never forget. I saw my little kid like push my son, and like he got up. And he's like, "Don't push me," and I sat there and I watched, and I was like, if "This little kid push him one more time. If my son don't hit him, I'm gonna punch him out the damn play skate. Like we gonna have a problem."
All right.
But his dad came out of nowhere, yanked his little behind up. I was like, "Good job, Dad. Good job, Dad."
James, to answer your question, I'm not saying that it gives. No parent would hope that the father, you know what I'm saying, beats your kid up. Nobody's hoping for that.
Whatever.
But
it absolutely gives them an excuse.
Do I believe it gives them excuse to do it? Yes, I do. Because you knew what the rules in this situation, especially, it would be again, it would be at least slightly different if he didn't know this kid. If he didn't know this kid at all, then it's at least slightly different. But since you do know him and you did know what the rules were, you put yourself in harm's way at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, it's the put
you want to be grown
on my kids or put hands on the kid. We don't know to the extent. Like, I'm assuming that it wasn't like punching or assaulting. But if I come over there and I push you off of my child, or I push you out the room, yeah, okay, get the hell out of my house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
James, you gotta get a handle on that, bro.
That's within the reason to physically respond, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna still focus on my child. I'm gonna still focus on my daughter. Like, you got to catch all this belt or whatever that is going to happen. But at the same time, if I push you out the room or, you know what I'm saying, push you out my house, get the hell out of my house, and that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable.
They didn't say how old the kid is either. I'm assuming
that's a big boy. Yeah,
he was a big boy.
Okay, let's say he's underage. Let's say he's 17.
That's even worse to me.
I don't care what age.
No, seriously, no. Like, if you under 18, that's even worse. Especially, and then honestly, that kid looked like what they say Bad Boys looked like he's 30. Yeah. I don't know how old this kid. He looked like he's 30. No, man.
In that
if it was me, I would have took that joint to my grave. I ain't telling my mama.
I would never tell.
Never tell my mama. I would never put my hands on another one.
James, bro, that sounds good.
If your son was
that sounds good, but I don't.
Your son was getting whooped up by another kid. You ain't going to yank that kid.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. There are certain, as a parent, there are certain circumstances that can happen that will make you do all kinds of things.
I mean, he could essentially. I'm just thinking in my head, like, what if he went to like a house party and he saw his daughter grinding up on some boy? Like, you ain't about to break them up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you may grab your daughter, but you still gonna push the kid off your kid. Like,
Although I'm gonna have to see, that's what I'm saying. In this situation, the biggest thing that irritated me is the energy the mom was on. She was on the complete wrong energy. Completely. Like you getting ready to fuss at this guy as if he was in the wrong for his response. And even while he's telling you even while he's explaining what he was told and what he interacted with, she's cutting him off to say, yeah, but blah blah blah.
Yeah, like, you ain't had to put hands on them. Right.
You're antagonizing this situation as if to say, yeah, I don't care about none of that, but don't put your hands on my son no more.
All that yelling, she's like right here yelling in his face. She would have caught the door right.
And he he held his composure then because he was like, I did it. Yup, I did it. But you know,
I would have calmly closed the door right on her.
Like, and that's why I said to me, now the mom, we don't know.
I'm like, fuck you and your son. I'm gonna be disrespectful to both of you. If you come to me trying to come to me being disrespectful, and then you get in my face trying to start,
I'll be like,
I'm gonna flex right back.
Take a step back.
That's why I said the father handled it perfectly. Bro.
I'd be like, take a step back and stop yelling. If you didn't do it, then I'm gonna close the door. What's that Denzel meme where you just slammed it?
Yeah. Look, the father handled that crap perfectly to me. He stayed even tone. He stayed even tone. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't antagonize. He didn't escalate. You know what I'm saying? And
I'd be like, where your husband at? Where's his dad?
I don't know, man. He did escalate. He escalated at the end.
No, he escalated
it up to her. He handled it right. He said because he
escalated it up to his wife. He's like,
because he said, baby, come talk to her.
Come holler at her.
Yeah, they stopped.
They didn't cut off.
James, even if
but see, that's where I would have been at right off the bat. I'd have been like, where your husband at? Where's his daddy at? I'd have been like, where's his daddy at?
James, even if that's true,
he caught them smashing.
Yeah, even assuming the girl could have
trying to give y'all something to talk about.
The girl could have enticed your son, right? The girl could have enticed your son to come over there. She could have been on some straight what we called we know what we call it, but she could have been being fast, right? She could have been being fast, and she could be the entire reason nobody went over there. That does not excuse your son's actions in breaking the rules.
Don't get me wrong. James isn't wrong for his way of thinking. And if he wants to just stand at the doorway and say, get your ass off my daughter, and wait for them to finish, and he get up and pull his pants up and do whatever, that's fine. James can have the patience of Job. We not James.
I'm not James.
I know freaking well.
Nobody on here, James.
I know freaking well.
Nobody's right. Everyone's going to have a different.
I'm going to give you 1 second to pull your pants up. Let me close the door. I'll be right back.
I ain't closing the door. Get your ass up, man.
I'll give you guys some privacy.
I better see a condom too.
Be none of that.
No, I better see a condom too. Like, it's really going to be a problem.
Woo,
you ain't leaving the room. You ain't leaving the room. Call your mom. Call your dad. Tell them come on over. We all having a conversation.
Listen,
James could have handled that way. Not everybody's James, and that's fine.
Hey, listen, James, I applaud you for having the patience for Job in that situation, because I'm Jesus turning tables over.
What I know,
we just assuming that they were smashing. We assuming that they were smashing. What if they were just kissing on the bed, clothes on?
He still broke the rule.
He knew what the rule was.
He knew what the rule. The thing is, it's not even. It really has nothing to do with like. You know, like when I was growing up, like my mom would be like, all right, I can have a young lady in my bedroom, but the door gotta be wide open.
Yep.
If I close that door, I know I'm breaking the rule.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, all right, something might happen. He said that's actually how it should happen, though.
The way I explained it, you know, there's a delay.
Wait, what?
You know, there's a delay. So he's saying what I was saying. He's getting that information now.
Man,
call the parent.
Hold on, but listen to how you sound. Okay, James, this is how you're sounding. I'm the dad. I done came home. I hope it's I hope it's some chicken in the refrigerator.
You smelling the sex in the
air? I hope it's some chicken in the refrigerator. I hear this.
Smell like Badussi in here.
But maybe hold on. We don't know that was happening. We just know that he caught them in the bed.
Going with it. Nah,
yeah, but the thing is, it's even if they don't, you are leaving room for imagination.
You're passing the gun line, boss. I get it.
Look, no. I'm saying for James, like even if you don't, even if like you're still leaving it open for like imagination. Because like I could walk in the door and like Morgan was saying, you could walk in the door and you call up, because you know most of the time y'all call up, hey, where the kids at? Like, what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And if nobody answer, and then you go upstairs and they still,
man, what James want me to do is walk in that room. Hey, baby. Oh no.
All right. Did I interrupt something?
I'm telling you.
Right. And the way you handle that, if you chose to handle it, and Morgan, if you chose to handle it that way, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what he's saying. I just don't want it to seem like I said, for me, no one's wrong. If you wanted to handle if you wanted it to handle
the mother's wrong. The mother's wrong.
No, if you wanted to, what I'm saying is
the mother's wrong.
If you wanted to handle it the same way the dad handled it, that's cool. But for James, if he wanted to handle it with a more gentle approach, he's not wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean you do whatever you feel comfortable.
If you decided not to grab, if you decided not to grip, my son by the neck and get him off your child, or like I ain't gonna say like you ain't Supermaning my son out the door, but if you ain't,
like jazz.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't get your ass out of my house. Okay, cool. But if you did do that, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Danny doing that.
To understand.
Danny doing that. You see Danny face?
But once
Danny
you
froze.
To the point where
his screen froze.
Hurting somebody past that.
Danny, you froze.
Nah, Danny, I can tell Danny don't play, man, because Danny's face is like, nah.
Danny's face was stuck. He's
like, nah, bro. No, he still got the same face. Look at it. He ain't changed it.
Listen, bro.
Danny's like, nah, bro. You in there, you ain't supposed to be in there.
If my daughter did that to somebody's son, if my daughter did that to somebody's son, if it was that same situation, she enticed old buddy, she went to that, she went to that house, she knew what the rules were, she broke them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I don't want a man hitting my daughter. Okay, obviously that's different a little bit. If the mom slapped fire out of her, would I be like, dang? Yes. Do I want them to do that? No. But at the same time, do I understand it? Yep.
I would still see, and if that happened, I would be the mother. Like, hey, you ain't had to do it. You ain't had to hit her that hard. Like, if you're gonna slap her that hard, it's gonna be a whole. Let's take away
sexual activity. Let's take away sexual activity way, and let's just say we caught the two of them in the house smoking. Are you handling it the same way?
Yeah. No. Chucking their ass out.
No.
Heck yeah.
No, I wouldn't. No.
If the rule in this house and if the rule for you is that you ain't supposed to be smoking, heck yeah.
My child is gonna get it.
It could be smoke if it's smoking.
You get out of the house. I'm not gonna grab in that situation.
Heck yeah.
In that situation, that's not nearly as an emotional response for me.
You crazy.
As I catch my daughter in the bed.
Heck yeah.
Not at all. It's not.
Heck yeah.
If I walk in the house and my daughter's in the bed with a guy, my reaction is gonna be completely different from my walk in the house and they chiefing. Two completely different reactions. I'd be like, "Hey, y'all,"
and that's crazy because
if I walk in the house, I'd be like, "Y'all niggas tripping, bro, man, get the, you know."
See, I don't see but that's for me. Like, I don't do smoking. Like, I ain't gonna be no smoking. Ain't gonna be no drinking. So, like, if I see my underage son in the house smoking, I'm gonna hem his behind up, and that little girl, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, get your stuff and go."
I think it's lame.
Oh no, I'll probably be more of James level where I'm gonna be like, call your parent, call your mom.
No, if I'm talking
somebody,
to a girl,
somebody coming to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? And all of us going to sit here and have a talk about.
I'll probably smack the cigarette out. Like, what you doing? Hell, get out.
You know what I'm
saying? I would be mad. I'd be mad. Because again, to me, it's a rule.
He said cigarette. I'm like
cigarette, weed, whatever. I don't care. Smoking in my house, especially I got asthma. You smoking in my house?
You know I got asthma.
You trying to kill me?
I'm not just being.
I think. But everybody's different though. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what James. That's what James. By the way, James, that's totally different. Like when dad standing there with guns, that's stupid to me.
The dad standing there with guns is lame to me. It's just the same. Like, it's funny in the bad boy scene. You know what I'm saying? It's funny in the bad boy scene, but in real life it's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's seriously lame. Unless
I ain't playing with no guns around.
Most times people they just take it as like the novelty joke picture. Like, I don't really think people really be serious. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Hey, listen, it's a different. Hey,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, hey, y'all, I know it's two Americans, y'all. I know it's supposed to be. Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to take no picture with no gun. No joke. You know what I'm saying?
To me, those conversations are my responsibility to have with my child. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? Before the prom, I have to have that conversation with my child to say, hey, listen, I know it's prom. I know what's up. I know what happens. I know all of that. But you need to understand, just like I talk to my daughter now, the biggest thing you need to understand is whatever happens, and for whatever reason it happened. Now, obviously, if it's forced upon you, I'm gonna handle that completely different. Mm-hmm. Right? But if y'all both took part in this willingly, and you end up with the baby, you need to understand that those consequences are completely different for you than they are for that young man. That dude could walk off into the sunset and never see you again. And the worst that you could do to him is take out child support that you might never get. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst you could do. He doesn't have to carry that child. He don't have to push it out. He don't have to do none of that. He don't have to have no emotional connection to it. All of that's on you because it's in your body. You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand the big differences in between somebody shooting the club up and somebody letting the club get shot up. Like you need to understand those two differences, and you need to understand it right now because
it's in the club.
Not just letting the club get shot up, but letting them in the club.
Yeah, all of it. My point is, I try to make that as clear as possible to her, only because I believe so heavily in. I agree with the term that experience is life's best teacher. I think it's our jobs. It is our job as a parent to do as best you can of constructing the world in a way that is teaching your child the things that you can, the things that you've been through, setting them up in the world for success. Those are our jobs. But God knows I went through this because baby girl's in college now. Once they get to be teenagers, God knows 16, 17.
Dumb phase like a motherfucker.
You are in a different world, bro. Like because it doesn't matter. You can tell them all that you want, but just like us, they have it in their mind that they know how things work. They know what the consequences are, just like we all did.
Right.
So
yeah.
So the biggest thing that you can do, the best thing you can do as a parent is prepare them for what real life is and tell them. Now it's up to them on what decisions they make and what effed up things come on the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to pray that they don't make the same stupid decisions you did, navigate through those things differently. But in this situation, when it's a situation where, especially in this one, both of y'all knew what the rules were. I'm going to F my daughter up or my son. I'm going to F them up. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? But that energy she was on with him to me was completely wrong.
Yeah.
And a bigger reason to me it was wrong is because she had a son right there, so she felt gassed up. That's another reason why to me you should have had that conversation with your son, had him sit in the car, right? And then you go and talk to the parent. You and the parent talk face to face, and then y'all bring the kids together and be like, "Hey, look, ain't gonna be no more chilling between y'all. I'm gonna tell you that right now." Now, the other thing as a parent is don't be stupid enough to think that your kids, you can set whatever rules you want, but they still got to go to school together. They still got all.
They still on trying. Yeah, you know.
It doesn't mean that it's never gonna happen again. The only thing that you can do is set the boundary of what's gonna happen in my house. If that means I gotta put up in this mud.
But
so, Danny, you as a father of a teenage girl, would you have handled it the same way? Not the same way. How would you have handled it if the role was reversed and you found out that boy's mother put her hands on your daughter?
I'm sending Tiana over there.
Okay.
I'm sending Tiana over there. First of all, I'm gonna tell Kendra or Stephanie, you deserve what you got.
Okay, you don't have Tiana right now. Tiana's away on business. You still got to handle it. Like I said, the roles reverse. You as a father are going with your daughter to talk to that boy's mom.
No, I ain't doing that. I ain't going over there. If first of all, me as a father, I'm gonna talk to him on the phone. I'm gonna get on the phone with the boy's mother and the boy. I'm gonna get on the phone, and then if we got to meet face to face, we got to meet. Kendra ain't my daughters. They're gonna take their personal responsibility for what happened. You went over there.
Are you addressing putting the hands on your daughter?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to the mama about that. But
okay,
just to get clarity and to say, Kendra, Stephanie, you see what the consequences are for your actions, right? Now, again, it depends on what level it was. If I gotta take them to urgent care because they got scratches and scars, that's a different thing than just saying, "Oh, they roughed my shirt up and I'm embarrassed." You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I think that shows a lot of restraint in that kind of situation. So, to me,
you think that it would be reasonable for that boy's mother to grip your daughter up and get her off Your son.
Get her up out. Get up out of my house.
By your son and get about her house. That's reasonable.
Ain't moving fast enough for me. Get up and get out.
Okay, gotcha.
I've never seen Danny like this, man.
I don't think that's unreasonable. Because
no, I respect it. That's what I'm saying.
I've never seen Danny like. I like this version of Danny.
That's how I always am.
Reasonable. It is about his family.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
No.
hey, Danny. Though, if it's what if it's your son and a girl, you want to jack his son up?
No, that's why I was just asking.
Hey, DJ.
That's what you're talking about.
Hey,
DJ. Do you think Tiana would react to the same way as you?
Nah, Tiana's gonna be ready to shoot somebody just because she can't.
Going over there to fight. Tiana going over there.
Somebody put her hands on her child.
That's a definite.
Going over there to fight. Okay. I'm saying, hey, beat him up because if he ain't respecting your boundaries, that's your private property. He in your house.
Yeah, no, I mean she won't. No, what I'm saying is
Tiana don't care, bro. Like,
Tiana gripping that girl up like you got to go.
Yeah, Tiana
definitely doing that.
That's the other thing that I was gonna say. I think.
But so is that reasonable? Do you think that would be reasonable then?
No. But he can't control it.
My wife ain't never been reasonable. She ain't never been a reasonable type.
Not at all.
Danny, man, we live, man. What you doing, man? What you doing?
That is the reason for you to stay inbound. You don't know these people.
I agree 100%.
I agree.
You can't control somebody's reaction, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You can't control somebody's reaction. So stay in your lane, especially if you are a guest in somebody's house. Yo, stay in your lane. You don't know.
I had that when I say I had that crap bad when I was little, bro. When I was growing up, I didn't even sit down in somebody's house until their parents invited me to. until I will stand up in that house until their mom says, "Go ahead, sit down.
Go ahead, have a seat." Mm-hmm. I'm sitting right by the door.
I'm not walking in the house until they tell me to come in. Like I don't play by none of that.
I think things are, to me.
There are people like Morgan Iverson and Tiana Quick who are looking for an opportunity.
Why I gotta?
I'm telling you, I know these people.
No,
there are people who are definitely. No, you, sir.
I don't be doing that.
My wife are both looking for an opportunity to go ham on somebody.
You cannot put me and T in the same. We would not react the exact same, bro. Don't do that.
Durham, North Carolina, bro. You might give a restraint. You're gonna say, "Hey, man, I don't want to fight." But if you give me an opportunity to,
I be telling people that all the time. I don't want no problem, but people say they want a problem. I'm gonna say no problem.
Exactly.
I'll say this though. Like I think boundaries are a little different now. Like it feels different because like I remember growing up, and I was like 17 at the time. And I had one of the young ladies I was dating at the time. She came over to my grandmother's house. And like we were sitting next to each other, but she had like she put her legs like over my legs.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even like we weren't hugged up. She just had
she just had a leg over your leg.
And I remember my mom came in and she was like, and I just came, she's like, "Hey, I don't like that. Your grandma's house, don't do that." And my mom wasn't like a super strict person, but like it was just like know your place, like this stuff that y'all can't do. Yeah, like this is stuff y'all can't do. Like I said, you can't like I think she was okay with me like having girls up in my room because we lived in a duplex.
Okay.
We live in a duplex. So it's like you can't really hide. Like I just I gotta keep the door open. Like the door remained open until I was like in college, and then the door was able to close. That was it. When I when I was coming home from college, then. But before that, either stay downstairs or keep that door open, one or the other. But my mom's room was right next to my room. Like it wasn't a big house, so if the door was open, my mama literally can peek around and just look in and be
what
like,
y'all doing?
Yeah, what y'all doing? Nah, not in my house.
I definitely I saw that video and I was like, I gotta talk to the guys about that tonight. I wish I should have. Well, Rossi don't have kids, but I wish I could have.
We could have had what's the name on what's the name from North Carolina? Oh, why I forget her name just that quick. She got a son. She got an older son.
Nadia. Oh man, Nadia's from Philly, so I already know what's happening. I don't have no.
Yeah.
I don't have no.
You ain't from Philly, man. What you doing?
I don't have no.
North Carolina. You need to stop.
I don't have any.
Let it go, man.
I know.
You're a Carolina Panthers fan.
I mean, that's that's fine. That's fine.
You're a Panthers fan now, man. It's all right.
That's fine.
I know. I know.
Going to turn around and pull that down.
I will. The same way you renounce Vermont, I can do the same.
It's easy to do that.
I understand your perspective. I can understand your
never lived there a day in my life, but
y'all
ready?
You stay in denial, but it's fine.
Y'all, I just know I know.
I mean, it's nothing to be proud of. I get it. I wouldn't be proud of that state either. I get it.
Y'all ready for this draft?
We got to get the order first.
Yeah, somebody do the.
Go and give me number 2.
You got the screen and the better internet than Morgan, so you got to go ahead and type the stuff up.
Y'all better stop.
Dana been freezing, and how we get how I get third all of a sudden?
Yeah, I ain't
changed the order yet. When that order come in?
Oh, he didn't change the order.
All right, well, I'm gonna type it in that order then. So Nanny, Vaughn.
The devil is a lie.
Just. All right, here we go. All right, we're getting ready to do the draft. We're doing top 5 Christmas movies. Dag, did it change the order at all?
Yeah,
you gotta hit the thing.
I did. That's some bullshit.
Get it, man. This thing is crazy.
Oh, I'm 4th. Yay.
Man, how does he always get the turn, bro? That's crazy.
I play a lot of poker.
That's crazy. All right. So the order is Danny, me, Javon, then Jess. And we're doing top 5 Christmas movies. Draft. So this should be fun, especially considering I don't even like Christmas movies. so this should be really.
You have no soul, man.
I have a soul. I just see that's what I'm saying. That was a whole separate conversation.
Hey, why Javon look like Uncle Luke in that picture?
Hey, he did it.
Don't he look like Luke?
Yeah, I don't disagree.
He look like Luke.
I do not disagree with that. Actually, you're right. I'm telling y'all right now before we get here, I'm throwing curveballs.
Javon looks really handsome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I don't know. I can't say all that. I mean, look, be proud of yourself. I'm just saying you look like. I'm just saying you look like Luke. You know.
I don't think you know what Luke looks like, man.
All right,
I'm worried about your prescription on your glasses, man.
Nah, but in that picture, you look like Luke.
You gotta get that updated, man. I know you got.
He already started. The greatest movie ever. Greatest Christmas movie ever. Go ahead.
Wow.
Number 1. I'm taking number 1.
Wow.
Ain't wasting no time. I already knew.
I know we didn't even say draft started yet. I'm gonna take this off the list because I have to, and there's a Christmas movie I can watch at all times. Friday After Next.
Okay.
What? Terrible movie, man.
Let me check my Palm Palette. Look like I ain't got nothing to do.
All right. So
I'm gonna be careful.
Honestly, this draft, I'm really gonna just do all my favorites. So
go ahead.
By me.
This is to me my favorite Christmas movie I watch every year.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Hell no. Almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
Okay. Thank you.
To me, that's the best black Christmas. No, wrong one. Sorry, not Almost Christmas. No. I said the wrong one.
This Christmas.
This Christmas.
Oh man, I shouldn't let you change it. Because that's
hush.
I can't cap it like
I never do that.
I can't cap and say Javon would have been all over you for that one, buddy.
I never do.
But I'm just saying, I never even heard of the movie called Almost Christmas.
No, that's the other black.
It's a black. Yeah, it's a black one.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's the other black.
It ain't number one though.
You know, I'm Javon in the chat. I don't watch black movies. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop.
Yeah, bro. We be letting Justin double up too much, bro. This some bull crap.
Hey, I'm gonna do North Carolina. I'm gonna do Home Alone and Christmas Story.
Okay. Two good ones, very good ones.
Dang, man.
I'm gonna go with.
I hate this.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a classic.
Dang it, he got cricket.
I'm frozen.
What did y'all pick?
Home Alone and Christmas Story.
Can you hear now, Danny?
I'll need your fork.
Take it.
I'm gonna go with How a Grinch Stole Christmas. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Which one?
Just put Grinch.
The original one.
Okay.
Grinch OG.
So it since no, okay. It's on me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this one deviously. Best Man Holiday.
Okay. That's like the saddest damn Christmas movie I swear I ever seen in my life.
I don't know if I saw that one.
What?
I done seen all the Best Man series. It's been a minute since I watched it though, because you know.
I watch Best Man Holiday every Christmas, man. Definitely.
Okay, so I got two picks then, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know which one I'm picking next.
I'm gonna get one of mine regardless.
Me and the fam watch it all. We watch it all year long. It ain't just no Christmas movie. It's relatively new, but it was impactful. It was impactful when I first saw it, and we always watch that joint. Jingle Jangle.
I knew it.
I still ain't seen it.
I knew I was just typing that out myself.
I was gonna get that in, but I knew I was gonna lose one of them. It's fine.
I still ain't seen it.
I took Best Man Holiday to get before Javon could.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, I already knew what time it was.
I legitimately forgot about Best Man Holiday. That would have been my second choice.
I'm aware. That's why I took it. Before you mess around and forget. Before you mess around and remember.
And then for my third pick, I want to say there is a version. Oh, you know what? This one I probably could hold off, but I'm gonna take it anyway because I like it so much. Have y'all seen the Muppets Christmas Carol?
No.
It don't matter. You have it.
I can sub out, man.
I'm taking it.
That's fine.
All right, go ahead, Morgan.
So since I'm gonna take it because it's one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite movies growing up, definitely, and it was happening during the holiday season. Ghostbusters 2.
Okay. Ghostbusters.
Danny, don't even do that, man. You make that face. You got Die Hard on your list. You can't say nothing about nobody's choice.
That was my favorite Ghostbusters growing up. Period. Until
that was your favorite.
That was my favorite until the reboot. To the reboot came, and the reboot is still top 3 Ghostbusters to me easily. Not Frozen Empire, the one before it. I can't remember.
No, Frozen Empire was terrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible.
The reboot was fine.
It was terrible, man.
It was just a movie.
It was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Number 3, again, I'm picking all movies that I like. Scrooged.
Okay.
Scrooged. Okay.
I watch it every year.
I'm gonna get all mine.
All right, give me Elf and Bad Santa.
Ooh,
Okay.
Bad Santa.
I never seen it.
That I think Bad Santa started the kind of raunchy Christmas.
The
movie.
raunchy Christmas. Yep. Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah, that was like the first one that was and they were like, "Okay, we need to do this every year."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what?
Elf,
Since Danny and Morgan both have questionable
which
choices,
one is questionable?
Ghostbusters 2.
It was, bruh. They were celebrating.
I didn't take it away from you. I just said questionable. I'm gonna go with Trading Places.
That was gonna be my fifth. Good one, Javon.
Okay,
I was like, they sleeping on. They sleeping. I was like, they sleeping. Man, I'm gonna be quiet.
All right, sleep.
It's like they let Elf go. They let Bad Santa go. I said, hey guys.
I forgot about Elf.
I know that I would love Elf if I
Trading Places is on my list though. So I still got a couple left that.
If I watched it, I'm sure that I would.
That's Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
So I'm going to do another favorite of mine growing up, and I'm gonna take Gremlins.
I forget that takes place during Christmas. I totally forgot. Don't nobody want Madea Family Christmas? No.
That could be your 5. You go ahead and take that.
Nah, I'm good.
Thinking about it. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I know you was thinking about
all
it
the time.
I've never watched it.
I'm for my last, not number 1. That's crazy.
There's still some that I want to pick, and I can't pick. I only have 2.
You got 2.
Home Alone is literally my favorite. That's crazy.
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna take. Tim Allen has made some good Christmas movies. Them Santa Claus movies are just great.
Sure.
But I'm gonna take your boy Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I knew Danny. If anybody was gonna do it, I knew Danny was going to
go all the way.
I do it.
I don't know.
Jingle all the way.
I knew Danny was going to do that.
And I'm gonna take the classic. Because I got one black classic. I'm going to take another black classic. The Preacher's Wife.
Annie, you suck, man.
I think that's the only movie in history we was hoping that the wife would have an affair with the husband to sleep with an angel.
We was like, cheat on the pastor.
That is Christmas movie.
Like, dang, bro. We are not
cheering
for the right person.
That is
totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. I didn't forget about it. I was hoping Danny wouldn't snatch it.
For my last pick, I'm trying to decide if I want to be controversial or safe. For my last pick, there's one I want to pick just off of reputation, but I don't think I've seen it. If I have, I don't remember it, so I can't put it on here. I'll say it for the honorable mentions. I'm going to close out with Lethal Weapon.
Ooh,
that was a Christmas one? Okay,
barely.
I'm gonna say my honorable mention soon though.
Lethal Weapon is just a great movie.
So
the Christmas movie. The first one.
Lethal Weapon. Okay.
It was like it was a Christmas movie in the same way that Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
Okay.
No, Die Hard.
He got it. It's okay.
I'm not arguing whether Die Hard was.
His choice. I just don't remember it being
explaining to him in the level of participation.
Right.
Christmas
around the time frame of the movie.
Yeah.
It was around Christmas time. I got you.
All right. So I'm gonna go another one of my favorite movies. Again, this is my list. It's just my favorites for the most part. The Family Man.
The Family Man. I don't remember that one.
With Nicolas Cage.
I don't remember that one, but you got it.
Yeah, I'm good. I told you these are my favorites, man.
All right, let's see.
All right,
let's see.
Just got a good list, man. I can't.
I know. I was thinking Last Holiday with Queen Latifah.
I've never seen that one. Man. I've never seen it.
I was thinking National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's a classic.
I don't like the National Lampoon.
Don't take what I'm thinking about. I thought about taking it just out of respect for my aunt.
But and just because it just came out, I was thinking Red One.
Was that good?
I'm not watching that.
It was better than what I expected it to be. I'll say that.
Once it hit Netflix, I'll watch it.
It's on Prime for free right now.
I'm gonna go. Last Holiday. I need something black. I'm gonna go something Last Holiday.
What was it?
Last Holiday.
Last Holiday.
I probably should watch
Latifah about to die.
Yeah, that's a good movie, man.
I've never seen it.
I don't know when I know I saw it recently because I actually sat down and watched it.
She got misdiagnosed with cancer, so she's only had like a couple weeks to live or whatever.
And your boy LL Cool J was trying to track her down to tell her that she could still live,
right?
And he loved her. And
y'all just gonna tell everybody the whole story. I'm just playing with you. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. My honorable mention is National Lampoon's Vacation.
My honorable mention, I say, you ever see Just Friends?
Yeah.
I like Just Friends. It was a good one. It was a good one for me. I'll take that one.
My honorable mention was going to be I had two other ones that I was considering instead of Lethal Weapon. But one of them was extremely fringe. Both of them were probably fringe. Jurassic World and Rocky IV.
Jurassic World was not around Christmas.
And was.
Which one is that? The third one?
Jurassic World.
I think it's the first one in the remakes.
How was that around Christmas?
With my God, with Star-Lord in it. God dang.
How was that around Christmas? I don't remember a Christmas tree.
None of that.
What are you talking about?
I'm about to look.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say, and I like the Santa Claus movies where Tim Allen became Santa Claus. I really like those movies.
Oh no.
I don't know why it is never connected with me.
But my honorable mention would have been the Peanuts movie. The Peanuts Christmas.
Oh, okay.
There was an old one with your girl from Matilda that was like called The Miracle on
34th Street.
Yeah, 34th Street. I remember that like back in the day,
Yeah, he did.
And
didn't Paulie
Express?
Yeah, it was about as much a Christmas movie as Die Hard is. They could have did huh?
Didn't Paulie die before the fight?
No. In Rocky IV?
What that got to do with Christmas?
No, the fight took place on Christmas.
Apollo Creed died in Rocky IV. Remember Drago beat the crap out of him?
He was sick then.
Who, Paulie?
Her brother.
No.
Seriously?
No. Her brother didn't die in any of them.
He didn't die in any movie. He died in real life.
He was in the last one. Oh, yeah. Oh, he died in real life.
He died in real life.
I thought he was in the last one.
Let me look.
No, you talking about the coach. The coach died in the third one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mickey died. I know Mickey but that was his club got him. But I'm talking about
Apollo Creed died in Rocky IV.
Yeah.
Nobody put the Polar Express.
That's what I was just saying. The Polar Express.
Never watched it.
It's a good movie, man. It's kind of long.
Yeah, it's really long, but it's
pretty okay. Krampus. I like Krampus.
Yeah. Let's go.
Danny, you watch that?
Yeah, I seen Krampus.
Really?
Yeah,
that seems a little too demony for.
It wasn't like.
I'm shocked. Let's see. Daddy's Home 2.
Oh man, that's Daddy's a great one. Daddy's Home 2 was almost as good as the first one.
All right, so I got. Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
No,
I got two questions. I know it's kind of sports related, but it's something I have. What y'all think about Travis Hunter getting the Heisman?
They made the right choice.
We argued about this already.
Oh, yeah, did.
Me and
y'all was in the chat.
me, Javon and Greg.
Oh,
me, Javon and Greg. I think Jeanty should have got it. I understand why Travis did get it, and I'm not saying that he's not worthy. He definitely is. What he did is amazing, no question about it. Playing both sides of the ball and being at the top of the food chain in both positions.
Yes.
And the fact that he rarely took plays off on offense or defense. It's insanely impressive, and that's why I want to start there. I'm not taking anything away from him and how great his season was and what he accomplished. I'm not saying that at all.
It amazes me to hear you disprove what you're about to say before you
I'm not
say
it. But I'm not just that's what I'm saying.
I don't know many people who do that.
It's not disproving it. I'm setting the preface of the fact that I want to give respect to what he did. What he did is amazing. It is absolutely fantastic. And you know what I'm saying? It's Deion-esque. We already knew that was going to come because of, that's one of the reasons he went there.
Okay.
For me personally, though, Ashton should have got it because, one, to me, he carried his team. He carried his team to higher heights. That's number one. He did not have the greatest running back season in college of all time, but he's in the top 5 or 6, I think. And
he broke records. Did he break?
He did break
records or school records.
I think it was mostly school records because Barry Sanders is still GOAT. Like he's still Barry Sanders still got him by 400 or 500 yards for a single season.
Kevin Smith, to me, Kevin Smith, why he can't. That's why I think Greg Burnham said it the best. We've seen dudes run for a lot of yards. We've seen a lot of dudes run for a lot of yards before. We rarely see somebody be supremely good at two positions at the same time
in the same
multiple
season.
Years.
Yes.
Like so again, that's why you can't that's why he gets it, because what he did is outside of the box, whereas the running back was purely okay, you ran a lot of yards, you were the best offensive player on your team.
But I think that's still somewhat diminished.
It's not diminishing it. It's just making the point that one is an aberration. The other is kind of something that happens every year. Every year there's a running back that runs a lot of
yards. Is not an aberration. That is he ran for 2,300 yards.
I didn't say it was an aberration. I'm saying what Travis did is an aberration.
That's not an aberration either. That dude's a boss.
You know what aberration means?
Something that is. Let me look it up to make sure I'm not. let me look it up to make sure I'm not tripping, because I'm trying to make sure I'm not tripping real quick.
Right. So I was initially thinking that Homeboy was going to get it, and I was like, "Yo, he's breaking these records. He's putting these yards." But then I had to think. I was like, Travis has been dominating.
Right. Like he's going to be.
Now we know historically he's been doing this. He's been doing it historically, but you can't go off past performance for the Heisman for this year. So just this year alone, he's been dominating on both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? And being inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Plays on both sides of the ball is very much noteworthy. So to have the athleticism, the agility, the stamina, the endurance, the skill set to play on both sides, to dominate a defender and still catch plays, but then on the flip side, defend the ball and stop the receivers the very next series, he deserves it.
And that's why I was saying to Morgan, like, what's his running back's name? It's Jeanty.
Ashton
Jeanty.
Jeanty.
Ashton Jeanty.
Like he had an amazing impact on his team. Absolutely. Insane. But the sheer impact that Travis had is larger because he affects both sides of the ball.
Yeah, but okay. So the reason for me, again, for you to know going into a game that you have to stop one player on offense, You got to stop one.
That's a lot of teams.
It's the reason why AP to me was one of the Barry Sanders is the greatest running back ever to me, easily.
Okay.
Easily. And the reason I say easily is because the Lions offense without him was inept. Like that, you knew what time it was when you came into that game.
If he would have had the Cowboys offensive line.
Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. You had 11 in the box against a running back that was no bigger than 208, 210.
Yeah, very elusive.
Could not stop him.
But that's why I asked the question. But that's why I asked the question: who do you think is a better football player, Deion Sanders or Barry Sanders?
I don't know that you could qualify football playing in that way, because that's like saying who's a better.
But that's what they just did, though.
But which is why I think that's where there's a debate. But like there's people that say, I think there's people that say who's a better football player, Deion Sanders or Lawrence Taylor.
Okay, so let's take it off of. Let's make it more realistic in another sport. Who's a better basketball player? Someone that can just play offense only, like excellent, but someone that can play defense really good, offense and defense really good.
Actually, that's a great, because you know what the debate we had before. Remember, we had the debate about Tatum and Luka, and we were saying who's the better basketball player, and you were saying Luka because of his insane offense, and I was saying,
Jamie, I got some stats for you.
And I was saying Tatum because Tatum can give you on offense, and he could give it to you on defense.
And I respect, but
so who impacts the game more?
But that's why I started with the way that I did. I want to make sure that I'm giving complete and utter just due to what.
I got you. We're not saying that.
Nobody's
trying to discredit. It's your opinion. But it's your opinion.
Me,
you're not. You can have it. It's fine.
But for me, especially, I'm sure y'all play football. Right,
that's my favorite sport.
If I know, we've lived this. I lived when I was at Northern and we played Southview. we knew coming into that game, bro. Southview had this guy the year that we played that ran track. This dude was like 6 foot 240 in high school. He played the lineman, bro. And they will put him in at running back. But when he ran track, he was running the 1 and 200. And
so who's more of a threat do you have to worry about? This person who's only good at one thing, or a person that's really good at two things? Gentry was excellent at running. He's here.
If I can't
at
stop
this one thing, Travis Hunter is here.
But if you're
two things,
but if you're playing defense, okay.
Well, hold on. Look at it this way. Just like you said, the team has to come in game planning to stop him, right?
Okay. You got to worry about him on both sides.
You got a game plan
offense and
offense and defense.
Yeah, well, your game plan against Travis. There were people that tried him though. There were people that tried him
once again
year when they played.
Yeah, but you still have to.
And on top of that. And on top of that,
is at the top.
You still have to account
Travis
for.
Hunter is here, but he's at offense and defense.
I understand your.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to game plan for him.
I just don't agree that. I understand that argument. I just don't agree that it carries. Again, the reason I think Genty's carries more weight, one is because I think they played at least as good, if not a better schedule than Colorado did. They played Oregon. I think second game of the season, only lost by like 3 or 4 points. And that's with you. You played the number one team in the nation early in the season. They knew they only had to stop you, and he still almost ran for 200 yards.
Gotcha.
That's insane, bro.
Let me ask you something.
They lost. Let me finish.
I'm an electrician.
Let me finish.
I'm the best at hooking up lines, and you really good at hooking up lines and connecting ceiling fans. Who gets the better award?
I don't know. I don't even. But
I'm bad because he was trying to figure it out. Like, why is he
I'm not saying that. The reason I would give it to Ashton is one, again, what they lost one game this whole season.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bye. They have a chance to beat either one of the teams that they play in the college football playoff, and it's distinctly because of him. Yeah, I'm not saying none of the other players matter.
Yeah,
but
this dude might be the number one overall pick. Reason. That's how good he is.
Overall,
he is the reason that. Well, he's not going to be number one pick, but
he might be the number one overall pick. Travis. Jacksonville, I'm talking about Travis. I'm talking about Travis.
Travis will not be the number one pick.
If Jacksonville gets number one overall pick, they will pick him.
Okay. I think
did they talk about the Patriots to take him number one overall?
I think again
he's technically been voted as the best player in college football, right?
In all of football.
I'm not. He was voted as the best player in football. He was voted as the best defensive player.
So he got 3 awards. That's right. He got the best
offensive player too.
But y'all are making those
arguments.
But y'all are making those. I'm just weighing different things than what you're weighing. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
You're weighing.
I'm just telling you why if I was voting, why I would vote that way. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you guys' points. I understand them, but it's not going to sway my point. That's all I'm saying. So
just like Black Panther is one of the best Marvel movies. I got you, man. I understand.
It is. It is. But
Danny, I got a question. Danny, so we saw. I said I had some stats for you. So somebody had put up some joints. And they said based off the first 10 years, so they mentioned Luka. So Luka's been in the game for 10 years. Stats and numbers, he has outperformed LeBron based on LeBron's first 10 years.
Offensively.
So more points.
Wait, are they counting
field goal percentage? You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of other joints. Huh?
They counting overseas too?
The same for Luka's first 10 years.
In the league. He's been in the league 10 years.
I'm on, but they said I guess they won't count the overseas joints too.
But he drafted. I think
whether it's 5 years, 10 years, they're saying
Tatum ain't been in the league for 10 years.
They're saying 5 years. Luka's first years in the season in the league, he's outperformed LeBron.
He's killing the game.
Yeah, he's insane.
So would you say? Because even then, at that mark, everyone kept saying
he was drafted in 2018.
Person. They were saying LeBron is the best person, and you know what I'm saying? He's the best player ever. So would you say if we're going to base it off of those numbers that Luka's better than LeBron?
At his 10 years? I don't think people were saying that about LeBron at 10 years.
Everyone knows Luka's not better than LeBron.
Offensively, I would say Luka's better than LeBron.
He's better.
Definitely.
Offensively, Luka is better than everybody, apparently, but
I wouldn't say he's better. He's not better. I wouldn't put him as a scorer over like Kevin Durant.
In today's NBA, I wouldn't.
He's still not even today's NBA. He's amazing.
And you realize that what was it? 3 years ago? 4 years? Was it 3 years ago? Steph overpassed Reggie.
Yeah.
And then now I think
Clay's
like Harden and
now Reggie
James, he's like so now Reggie's like ranked 5th.
Yeah,
crazy
all time.
Yeah, but that
shows like the game. It's all about the 3 now.
Everybody wants to shoot 3 just because they can at this point. I think
analytics. The analytics are a little bit too much. I mean, and you talking to somebody who roots for the freaking Celtics, and all they do is shoot 3s.
Bro, I
don't think every team can do it, and the problem is like every team is trying to do it, even though they don't have the personnel to do it.
I think Golden State was that first team to have a team full of shooters.
Absolutely,
they didn't though. They had 2.
Steph, Clay, Draymond could shoot the 3.
Draymond was not a shooter though.
No, he's not a shooter.
But people that could still shoot the 3, that still was part of the game.
There's a lot of people that
they were the first team. They were the first.
There's a lot of people in the league that can. Iguodala was not.
They were the first. They were the first.
A shooter, but people.
Okay, that's where we're debating. That's where we're debating.
They were the first.
Let me clear my term. Let me bring it back. They were the first team to have people that could shoot the 3, not shooters, but could shoot the 3.
They were the first team to shoot it at that volume.
Everybody was a threat from 3.
Just the same as
But if you look at the numbers, numbers, it's the two of them
they were shooting the most. But
like
if you want to hit it on the wing, Draymond to shoot
and
the baseline three.
What's the old boy who was all about the mid range? What's the dude that's all about the mid range?
DeMar DeRozan.
No, not DeMar DeRozan. He was on the Warriors.
Sean Livingston.
He came up. Sean Livingston. It was Sean Livingston and Iguodala that was like mid-range dude.
Yeah, I mean that's but if you want to put them on the wing, they can still hit it
too.
So I mean, yeah, and then
and then they went and got KD. So you had KD, Clay, and Steph.
That crap is still a cheat.
But honestly, the Celtics of last year, they're the ones that kind of blew the doors open because now they're purely analytics driven. And all they do, I mean, I just watched the game this year where they shot 63s. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And they lost, by the way.
In a game?
They shot 60. They had 60 attempts.
Wow. I still think if you had a clash of the eras, if I had to bet on what style won more, I know they shoot a lot more threes, but I think if you clash the eras and you allow physical play, they can still shoot threes, but you allow physical play. I'm giving it to the.
What do you think is going to happen first in the NBA? Because the NBA is getting boring. But what do you think is going to happen first?
I don't know why people say it's getting boring. I don't get it.
I'll go back to that. I will. But what do you think is going to happen first? Someone breaking Wilt's record of 100 points in a game, regulation, or a team scoring over 200 points in regulation?
If I had to choose between the two?
Yeah, what do you think will happen first?
200.
Okay.
Getting 100 points in the game.
100 points is hard.
When Kobe got 81,
right.
I don't even think we understand how insane that was. Like, I really don't think we understand how insane.
Even the other team said they were letting him score.
It might happen in the same game.
Possibly.
No, I think we'll hit 200 before. And I don't think either.
You think an NBA team?
I don't think either.
You think an NBA team will score 200 points?
No, I don't think either will happen. But if I had to choose between the two, because I can't see, I'm trying to think who is going to drop. Like, I mean, you look how hard they got to get to 50.
I mean, but it's been happening. Shoot, you had
they got.
We ain't had 100.
You had Embiid drop 70. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's. I don't want to say
how many of that was fouls though. A lot of that was fouls.
I think
points.
I think it would do now. I'm sure the NBA looks at these numbers all the time. For me personally, and I've said this before, and we've talked about it in the group. Like, I think personally, they have to, and I think it's similar to the NFL too. Ex-players, commentators, everybody's talking about like how, yes, we want to keep the players safe, but some of the stuff that's going on in NFL games right now, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the soft, just is too much. You know what I'm saying? And I think the NBA is in the same situation where
the rest
you guys been letting people score. You've been changing things to like allow for more free play and it'll be more free flowing. You got to let people play defense at some point though. Like if the receiver, you might as well just let the receiver catch it, and then and to a certain degree, bro. And I've heard actual NFL players that are now calling games say this. At some point, it's just flag football, and these are offensive players. Not defensive players. These are offensive players. And they're like, well, you might as well just put flags on them at this point. Like you might as well just let them catch it and then hope they go down. Like ask them nicely to go down. Because seriously, it's getting ridiculous. Like it's
what I would change?
I
you know what I would change about NFL? I would say you can't slide as a quarterback.
Nah.
I know you can't do it.
I wouldn't change that.
I would. Because you want to know why?
Yeah, I don't think if at that point he crosses the line of scrimmage,
you are a runner.
You are a runner, and you are acceptable just like anyone else. Now, but see, can't receivers slide?
If you hit the boundary,
can slide. If they're sliding,
a wide receiver can slide. A running back can slide.
No, yeah, but like that whole, but you know what I mean by slide,
or more prone to slide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I mean is like you're susceptible to the same rules as a runner.
They are though.
They are.
No, they're not though. They're
yes,
not.
they are.
They're not.
They are.
They're not.
Cam Newton used to get
Let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way.
I was just about to say
they slide the way LeBron flops. They're gonna just do it more.
You ever see Patrick Mahomes when he run towards the boundary and like he's about to like go out of bounds and the defender pulls up because they don't want to get the penalty and then he like gets like 5-6 more yards, like runs down the thing.
Right.
That's what I mean.
They could adjust that.
That's what.
But they are adjusting that actually. They're adjusting that because Josh Allen did it. They're adjusting the rule this offseason where the quarterback can't fake like they're getting ready to go down and not go down.
They didn't because Mahomes still do it, man. Mahomes been doing it all season.
Josh Allen, they were talking specifically about when Josh Allen he pulled that move. He acted like he was getting ready. He was running. He acted like he was getting ready to deal with it, then came back up and kept running. And they said they're getting ready to change that rule, which they should.
Mahomes,
I think the targeting rules that they put in, I think I understand why they did them, but to me, every year you're gonna have to review. Like at this point, defenders when they get ready to hit somebody, like it's like, I mean, should I hit him? You know what I'm saying? Like I can't hit him low. I can't hit him high. I barely can hit him. I barely can wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Like I you know what I mean? Like if you're a defender, you're in a really tough space, and it's already hard to play DB. It's already hard to play DB, and now you're putting even more rules where the DBs can't. You know, they're pretty much defenseless too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't scheme something up, you know what I mean? Like you're in real trouble, and you see some corners get caught in that. So
hey, before I go,
NBA they got to do the same thing.
Did y'all hear? Kirk Cousins just got benched.
Oh wow!
Michael Penix Jr. starting.
I'm excited.
What y'all think about the Christmas games? Is that a good move? Is that something y'all looking forward to?
I don't like it.
They're trying to
be purist.
That's the NBA day.
I think that's greedy, man.
On Wednesday? Ain't Christmas on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Like if
they put them on and it's on Netflix too.
And it's on Netflix. Yeah, I saw that.
See, if it was Thursday night and it was Thursday night,
that's a money grab, though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's greed.
It's like that, man.
Like if I was the NBA, I'd be a jerk and I'd start playing games on Thanksgiving.
They're doing that.
I'd be like, oh, okay, y'all go.
They're doing that too. They're trying to get as many streams, like heavy streams, in as possible because they already have the deal with the NFL coming. In WWE too next year, so they're trying to get their servers ready for that type of influx. So they need to create as many of those events as they can.
Yeah, but they don't have to do it on. They didn't have to do it on Christmas. They could have did Christmas Eve.
They didn't.
But
I'm just saying it's a money grab.
I think like Beyonce's performing.
Yeah, no, the NFL don't play. Man.
I don't like that part. But I think like if they were gonna do it since Thanksgiving is the major joint for football, and they were going to have a game, it should have been she was performing at that one. But I get it; it's new. They're trying to, get more eyes on for the Christmas game. Cool, but it's like you already so close to Super Bowl. Like you should have just did it at Thanksgiving, But that's my only critique about it. But to me, viewership with basketball is dying out.
Is it?
I don't say dying out. It's decreasing. It has decreased. I think so.
It?
Yeah.
Somebody said there's a lot of the reasons why there's a decrease in viewership is because people don't consume sports the same way anymore. Like when you think about like young, I'm not old as hell, but like young kids, they don't watch. Like I know a lot of them I talk to, they don't even watch like a full game. Like they watch like clips. They watch like little clips of the game, and then that's how they watch the game. They don't watch
football has more football has more viewership than basketball
because football has like mostly a central day.
It's all on Sunday.
It's all on Sunday, and
Sunday, Monday, Thursday. No, Sunday, Monday, Thursday.
Yeah, but like it's like but even when they do it the other days, it's one game.
Mm-hmm.
Think about NBA games. There's like 15 games outside of Sunday. It's Thursday night football.
You got one game
Monday
on Thursday,
night football.
But then Sunday is what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a central day, though.
Numbers,
like it's a central day.
And the season is shorter. Tradition. And the season is shorter.
I don't think that
would
NBA has how many games a week? It's like at least
but
30, 40, 50 games a week.
Mm-hmm.
But that to me, that speaks to a problem for the NBA of them having to create events for them to. That's why they're doing this NBA Cup business.
But then they still get less viewership than baseball too.
That's
I don't think so.
No,
I would have to look at them numbers, man, because I know baseball
that
is
would be madness.
struggling right now.
Because baseball got like 100. They got like almost like 100 games a season, something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't know if the ratings are that low.
I have no idea.
Baseball has
I would think that they would just
back.
because of also you got to look at how I can't necessarily say salary cap and how contracts are being made, but a lot of those contracts are like they got that Bobby Bonilla kind of contract where it's like, all right, we're gonna pay you out for 30 years.
I don't know many black people that watch baseball.
I don't watch baseball like that.
Like I'd rather go to a game.
I'd rather go to a game. I will go to a game.
I know. I gotta go too.
Danny, where the chain at, man?
My brother leaving in the morning. He took it back with him. It was a little tight on me. I couldn't really wear it. Anyway.
All right,
that's the one that's out in Vegas.
Yeah. That's my brother.
Okay.
So this is the last one of the year.
All right, y'all.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, especially. Like I said, I'll start some drama with that next.
Y'all tune in the beginning of the year. We're gonna have some new content. Some different things.
We're gonna work something out.
It's been a pleasure being with y'all.
Absolutely, brother. Y'all, I love
y'all. Have a happy New Year and a Merry Christmas.
We out of here.
All right, gents. Peace.
Go shoot some clubs up, and women don't let nobody shoot yours up.
Oh Lord Jesus.
You